Hi Mum, you do everything for everyone else. Let me help you make your life easier. Quick, short information to make you empowered so that you can be the matriarch of your little tribe. So you always feel informed and you know your options. Because if you don't know what's on the menu, how can you choose what's right for you? Hi, I'm Melina, director of my private practice Supportive Therapy, and everyday Aussie mum trying not to lose my biscuits at my kids. You can tell by my cringeworthy accent. So I am the expert, here to share my secrets so no other mother feels alone or powerless. Knowledge is power, and I want you to be powerful. This is how you will live your best life, if you are mentally strong. So thank you for taking the time to come and listen to me. I hope you enjoy. Hello and welcome back everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we're going to be talking about journal prompts, how that can help us, how we can use it in our day-to-day, and how we can learn it can reconnect with our unconscious in terms of our desires, what we actually want, and how to be able to connect with ourselves on another level to understand what we really want. With all of this, everything that I'm ever going to talk to you about or teach you is for you to help you realize that everything for you is within you. And it's me helping you, giving you the tips to be mentally strong, but also understanding how to believe in yourself when your body and mind and your heart are telling you to do things so that you believe them, or having compassion for yourself. Journaling is so amazing because when you use a pen to paper, there's this beautiful phenomena of your left and right hemispheres within your brain, and when you start to write, all of these beautiful things start to come out. Sometimes when you write things down on paper, because of this left-right brain hemisphere, it gives you permission to say things or to admit things to yourself that you wouldn't normally do any other way. Just a couple of warnings about journaling. In terms of trauma, if you have experienced a lot of trauma, or you're writing something specifically to do with something or an event or something that is triggering for you, and people have told you have to journal, and you start journaling and it's uncomfortable and difficult and painful, please stop. If you haven't resolved the trauma, it can actually do more harm than good, so I want you to be able to stop if you don't like it. Another really interesting indicator is if we talk about being regulated in the green, which we will explain later. If you're dysregulated, it means that you're anxious either in the red, which is your flight and fight, or blue, which is your freeze and fawn. So if you're dysregulated, either in a depressive state, a lot of things aren't going to be pleasant that come out. It's going to be very critical, and it's going to be things that are potentially negative and dwelling on the past, and these things that you can't change. So if you're in the red, which kind of looks like your flight and your fight, sometimes it actually looks like I have too much anxiety at this point in time. I don't have the ability to sit down and journal. I don't have time for that. I'm not doing that. You know, they always say if you want to be able to heal yourself, meditate. Literally impossible if you're completely dysregulated, because your brain constantly thinks there's threats everywhere. It's not going to let you sit down and meditate. It's going to keep thinking there's threats everywhere. This is the same when it comes to journaling. For you to be able to put 15-20 minutes aside for you to sit there, concentrate on yourself about what you're actually feeling. If you're dysregulated in your flight, you're not going to be able to be there at all. So another tactic we could use, if these two things aren't compatible for you at the moment, is to almost treat this as a coaching session. So if you were to see a life coach, instead of using it as journal prompts, these are questions that potentially a life coach would help you work through. So maybe you can have a free life coaching session today. So I'm going to ask you about 26 questions Please feel free, depending on where you are, to either press pause after I ask you the question, to either write it down or answer it fully. Otherwise, please take it as rapid fire. If it's rapid fire, when I ask a question, just sit in the moment and see what pops up. Don't try and force anything or control anything. Just sit and be and relax. So just before we begin, if you don't mind, I invite you to just relax your body. Take a nice breath in and then out. So this is a way where we can just kind of be present in the moment with me. And then when I ask you these questions, it can help you connect on a deeper level with yourself. So relax your shoulders, move them up and down and around your neck, moving your head to the left, moving your head to the right, if it's possible for you without any pain. If it's safe for you to lift your arms, and then have another inhale and then exhale. Wonderful. So who are 3 people that have influenced you the most positively in your life? How have they motivated you? What are 3 things in your life that make you the happiest? What are 3 aspects of yourself do you find most appealing? What 3 aspects of yourself would you most like to change? What 3 achievements in your life are you most proud of? Can you list the top 3 decisions you wish you could have made differently and understanding why? Which facets of your life don't seem to be wholly genuine to you? What 5 key principles govern your daily actions? What core value do you try and implement every day? How will leading a more genuine life benefit you? What limitations or anxieties prevent you from leading a more genuine life? In order to live a more authentic life, what would you need to change today? Describe the perfect day for you. What distinguishes it from the one that you're currently leading? If you could make every day more like your dream day, what steps would you need to take? Which of your ideas are mostly motivated by the worry of a negative outcome? Which of your actions is most motivated by the desire to be happy? What actions can you do to lessen anxiety today? What in your life is currently making you the happiest? What are 3 minor adjustments you make to make yourself more at peace. What are 2 things you can do right now to lessen the stress of tomorrow? What challenges might be standing in the way of living a happier and fuller life over the next 6 months? How do you envision your life changing in a year? What are the actions necessary for changes to stick in your life? So after completing all of these questions, what are the 3 most surprising facts you learned about yourself today? What are the 3 most crucial things you need to keep in mind as you set out on your new adventure? So that's it. Just a quick little short introduction to journal prompts. Personal development depends on asking yourself these tough questions about who you are, where you are in your life, and where you actually want to be for the future. So being able to future plan and understand where you want to be, can you actually envision your life? If you have a lot of anxiety and your body's flooded with the stress hormone cortisol, it can then almost lead to parts of our brain shutting down so that we are unable to see in the future. Everything looks dull and grey in the moment and we don't have much of a memory. So if I'm asking you, what do you want for the future, and you feel like you literally can't see what your future is because I'm just trying to manage day to day, that's a huge signal for you to be able to get yourself in a better place mentally, to be mentally strong, so that you are able to look into the future. This isn't about judgment. This is about understanding your biology and what your brain is doing, and it's evidence that if I can't, it's because probably stress hormone, cortisol, also can lead to adrenal fatigue. So being able to prioritize and taking the time to reevaluate your current life and trying to see if you can evolve into the life that will give you more peace and happiness. And if you feel like at the moment you're completely stuck and I can't change anything, it gives me that feeling of hopelessness and trapped. So, excuse me, honesty is necessary for change. And if we aren't honest with ourselves, you're not going to be making any significant progress or changes. We must be open and honest with both positive and negative facets of all of our lives. So being honest with yourself as you respond to these questions, but not being too critical. Now, there's a difference between being honest about the positive and negative facets, and then also understanding denial is a coping mechanism that keeps us safe, okay? Especially when we're in a relationship that isn't really that safe. So don't criticize or hold yourself responsible for past errors. Attacking and blaming yourself isn't effective. It only serves to make you feel worse. It actually keeps you stuck. Everyone makes mistakes. Being able to have self-compassion and authentically move on after accepting them is part of your life experience. So in terms of neuroplasticity, change frequently resembles a leisurely stroll down a winding route rather than a huge leap over a barrel. So because of this, change requires perseverance, consistency, and dedication, small steps every day. So this is a commitment to ourselves. We want to aim for that leisurely stroll down a winding route, right? Because as soon as you have that huge leap over a barrel, it's not sustainable. So avoid stopping before you get there. Being able to change your direction, the quality, the size, or the speed of your steps. But always remember to keep on going until you reach your destination. I little secret, brainwash my kids. And when I brainwash them, it's not brainwashing, it's little conditioning. So one of the messages I tell them over and over again is, don't give up, keep on going. Don't give up, keep on going. Don't give up, keep on going. It's accidentally now brainwashed myself. And when things are really hard, when things do seem overwhelming, I have this little message to myself that, is it worth it? Don't give up, keep on going. Don't give up, keep on going. Don't give up, keep on going. And it just helps you get that mindset back, that everything's going to be okay. We all have setbacks, but do you want it? Then keep on going. Don't give up, keep on going. So it takes time to make changes so that you can live a more authentic life. Keep the course, your commitment, and your focus. You are capable of achieving this. You are capable of achieving whatever you want to. It's just the mindset you require to be mentally strong. So thank you so much for joining me today. It's just a little quickie, little couple of journal prompts or a coaching session. I hope it's helpful, and if you would like, please save this episode and then perhaps in a week play it again and then see if your answers are different. If you're more optimistic or pessimistic, if you think the whole thing's a lot of BS, but understanding how we can grow and change and being able to plant these little seeds in us to be able to feel like we have control over our life. We can have control over what happens in our life and the direction in our life. The worst thing is when we feel stuck and trapped in our life that nothing can change. Then this feeling of paranoia and suffocating that nothing's going to change. Well, I really appreciate you. I hope you have a lovely day, and I look forward to connecting with you soon. Bye. If you are hearing this message, you've listened to the entire episode, and for that, I want to thank you for your support. So if you can please find me on Instagram or Facebook at Supportive Therapy. There's also heaps of free resources online at www.supportivetherapy.com.au. So if you did find my information useful, could you please leave a review and subscribe? By leaving a review, it's like a value exchange, so it's good karma. I value your support, and I hopefully just as much as you value my free information. So also, if you want to, please let me know about what topics you would like to see covered in future episodes. I'm here for you, so if you can let me know what you want, I can try and help you more. So get in touch in the comments below, otherwise in Supportive Therapy social media. Thank you so much for your time, and have a wonderful day.